Hello everybody. Just going to start in a couple of minutes. Hope you're all well. Good to see you virtually again. Okay, hi everybody. I'm so happy to be back here. I've been looking forward to Tuesday. It's funny, I don't know about you guys. I might just stop this music, hang on. I don't know about you guys, but every day kind of feels pretty much the same at the moment. I wake up and I think, day. But today didn't feel like that. Today felt like Tuesday, and Tuesday is the day that I get to play for you all, and I'm really enjoying doing it. So thanks heaps for tuning in. I just want to say thank you too to all of the people that tuned in to my meditation chill out session on Sunday. They are dedicated listeners because my feed was terrible. We had some internet problems and it kept freezing, but they stuck with me. So points for that. Thanks, guys. Anyway, I'm just going to get straight into it and start playing some music. This first song is a song that just makes me feel good. It's another one by Daft Punk, and it's called Beyond. Thanks for joining, guys. Feel free to share, invite your friends. The more the merrier. Give me some comments, and we'll have a chat. Enjoy. Thanks, guys. That was Beyond by Daft Punk. I love Daft Punk. I don't know about you guys, but man, those guys are just, they've produced a wealth of amazing music. It's just so good. Check them out. I'm sure most of you have. Right, so here we are. I decided tonight that I needed to dress up. It has been officially way too long since I dressed up, and I think I mentioned last week how much I'm missing that. So tonight you get me in my sparkly top. Here it is, very exciting. I was going to wear a jumpsuit, but it's a bit cold. It's getting a bit cold down here in Tasmania. So yeah, you get a sparkly top instead. I am also very much enjoying a fine glass of sparkling wine by my wonderful friends at Bellybon. You can see I have my bottle down here, very handy. I'm enjoying that, and it just seems like a perfect thing to do, to drink a glass of that whilst playing for you. So I can strongly encourage you to do that also. Check out Bellybon, so delicious, yum, yum. Beautiful Tasmanian sparkling made by an incredible maker of sparkling. Nat Fryer. Nat, love you lots. Okay, next I'm going to sing a song for you. And it's a song that's pretty iconic, actually. And if anybody follows me, you'll have heard that I've covered it a few times before. And I'm going to do a vocal cover of it tonight. And it's a cover of a cover. So it Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. But I'm covering Tori Amos's version. You've probably heard my version of it before, maybe. So yeah, it's pretty different to the original. I might do my version of the original next week, perhaps. This one is much more kind of dark and slow. So I'm going to share that for you now. I've already had one glass of sparkling, so I hope it comes out okay. I think it will. I'm confident. Anyway, I'll get straight into it. Please hit me up with any questions you have. The other thing I was thinking, if there are songs that I have played in previous weeks, in previous Livestream house concerts, feel free to let me know if you'd like me to play them again. Very happy to. I know there's been a couple of requests for that this week. I'm going to play some of those things next week. Anyway, I'll get straight into it. I look forward to reading some of your comments in a minute. I hope that you can hear my talking well enough this week. Please just maybe if someone can let me know if that's okay. I know we had some issues with that last week, so just let me know if you can hear me okay. Thanks. Load up on guns, bring your friends, it's fun to lose and to pretend she's overboard and self-assured. Oh no, I know a dirty word. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. I'm worst at what I do best, and for this gift I feel blessed. Our little group has always been and always will be less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertainers, I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now. Entertainers, yes. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now. Entertain us. I'm your lardo, an albino, a mosquito, my libido, a denial, a denial, a denial, a denial. Oh, it's really silent in here now. What does that mean? Don't know. That was Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, as covered by Tori Amos. Tori Amos, another amazing artist. So many great songs. I'm planning to cover more of hers as time goes on, and I have lots of time to learn her complicated arrangements, so I look forward to doing that. Watch this space. I've been working on lots of requests for people. Can't wait to knock them out. I've been having lots of fun working on them. Can't wait to share them with you. And there's one request that I have tonight, but I'll be playing that in a little while. Now what I'd like to do is have a bit of a talk about my harps. You'll see that I have my entire collection here, except I'm missing one, which is a tiny harp made of cardboard, but that's okay. So I had a question last week from somebody. I'm so sorry, I cannot remember who asked this question, but they wanted to know what the difference is between these harps. Obviously, each concert I've had this big one and then this one here. And I don't play this one very much, you'll have noticed, and that's mainly because of the purpose that it serves. So just to do a little explanation, I'll try not to make this too long-winded. I hope I don't make anybody tune out. So this large one is called a pedal harp. It's a concert-sized pedal harp, and it has these pedals at the bottom. And what the pedals do is they change the pitch of the strings. So unlike a piano where you've got all the keys, all the black keys and the white keys, so you can play any note any time. It's all just there in front of you. If a harp had all of that, it would be so big that you couldn't reach the strings. You couldn't actually move it. It'd be impossible. So what they do is they have this mechanism where the pedals, there's a pedal for each type of note, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and every string has 3 different pitches that it can be. I won't go into the details of the exact mechanism because that's not what we're here to do tonight, but just to explain to you, these red strings are C strings. So some of you would be familiar with like middle C on the piano. So that there is middle C. So with the C string, if I move the C pedal, in the top position it goes from B, and then we put the pedal down and it just connects through some cables to some discs here. And when you put the pedal down into the next position, it just moves a disc, pinches the string, shortens the string and raises the pitch. So it goes from B to C. And and then we can do it again, same thing happens, goes to C sharp, and so on. So basically that red string has got those 3 different notes that it can be, and it operates on all of the Cs at the same time, which is great. And what this means is that effectively the harp becomes chromatic, and what that means is any note is available to you, any note in our scale. So it means that it opens up lots of repertoire for music and songs, and different things that you can do as well. So you can use the pedals in different ways in most harp, well, in a lot of harp music, particularly sort of classical style. You want the pedal to move to be silent. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to notice that it's happened. So that is a technical thing in itself to do that quietly. But you can also use the pedal as an extended technique. So in jazz and blues, you want to hear this cool pedal slide like that. That's pretty cool, hey? So there's lots of things you can do with that. Now then, this harp, and the other thing about this being so big is it produces a really big, warm, lovely sound because the soundboard and sound chamber is so big. So you get beautiful, strong resonance. It's really quite loud. Yeah, so that's what this one's about. And obviously a full range, big range of high to low notes. This harp here is an electric harp. So it's much, much smaller. It's made out of carbon fibre, so it's super light. Obviously way easier to transport than this because this is nearly 40 kilos and obviously very big and awkward to move, whereas this I can sling over my shoulder. So it's super light, great for times and gigs where I can't take the big one for whatever reason. Also good for playing in bands and that sort of stuff. So it just sort of has that versatility of just being a little bit easier to get about. You can also wear it, which is pretty cool. So it has like this harness and you can wear it and you could, theoretically move about the stage like you would with a guitar or something like that. So that's pretty cool. And I'm going to play a piece now, and I'm just going to play a little snippet on the electric harp so that you can hear what that sounds like. And then I won't play it all the way through. I'll just play a bit, and then I'm going to come and do it on the big harp. But the reason I've chosen this piece, it's a piece called New Blues, and it's by an amazing, fantastic idol of mine, a woman from the US called Deborah Henson-Conant. And she's an awesome harpist and a real, I guess, a pioneer of just some amazing techniques and doing different things with the harp. And she's written some really awesome, fantastic, exciting, interesting music, which is so much fun to play. And I've met her. She's just a really interesting, fabulous person. So, yeah, and the reason why I really want to play a couple of her pieces tonight, I'm going to play New Blues now and another one right at the end for you. The reason I'm doing that is this harp was actually made for her, this model, designed, I think, in conjunction with her and the company Camac Harps in France. So all of these 3 harps actually are from Camac Harps in France, but this is called the DHC, and that stands for Deborah Henson-Conant. So I think it's fitting that I play a song composed by her. First, a little snippet on this harp, and then I'll come over here and you can hear the difference. All right, I hope you enjoy. I hope I do it justice. It's a really fun piece, but I really haven't played it for a long time. So let's see how that goes. It will be fun in any case. Hope you're all going well. I haven't even looked at the chats. I'll do that in a bit. I'm too busy. But keep the comments flying. It's a bit low, but I'm not going to muck around adjusting it now. Normally it would be a bit higher. Okay, so that was just a short snippet on that harp. I'll explain later. This is a lever harp. So it has, I'll just explain now because I'm doing it. It has individual little levers that you flick on each string just to change the pitch by one, like a single step or a semitone. So you can't really access all the notes all the time on this like you can with a pedal harp. So I don't know if you can see, you probably can't, but there's just individual little flick levers. So each string has 2 pitches that it can be as opposed to 3. That was fun. That was fun. I haven't played that song in ages. I don't know why. It's one of my favourite things to play. So much fun. Oh, great. Thanks. I'm just going to have a little quick look at some comments and just see who's here. Oh, thanks, Brian. Hey. Oh, my computer's not letting me scroll through the comments, but it's lovely to see a few people here. Welcome. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging with me on this Tuesday night. I'm just going to grab a little drink. Sparkling first. Then maybe water. I promise it's not gin. Yep. Okay. What's next on my list? What am I going to do? I better keep an eye on the time. Okay, I think I'm going to play for you now. I'd better do what I promised I would do. I better check off my list, and then any additional time I can fill with things that I didn't promise that I would do. Okay, I'm going to play a song now that I first learned when I was playing for a radio broadcast for ABC Radio, and it was for Oz Music Month in 2018, I think. And they wanted me to play something original, which I did, and also something by an Australian musician. And I thought, what could be more Australian than Nick Cave and Kylie Minogue? I mean, you know, that's pretty Aussie right there. So, Where the Wild Roses Grow is what I'm going to play for you now on harp and violin. Now, this one, I'll just give you a heads up. You'll hear lots of music when I start using my loop station. Normally I live loop, but with this one, the arrangement is more complicated. And if I was to build up all the loops, we'd be sitting here for half an hour while I did that. And yeah, I'm just not going to do that tonight. So I'm going to use some pre-saved loops. So it's a little bit like using playback, I guess, just as I hit the different buttons. But just in case you hear things and you wonder where they came from, I've just done them earlier, some that I prepared earlier. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. That was Where the Wild Roses Grow. My words aren't coming out right tonight. Never mind, you know what I mean. Where the Wild Roses Grow by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds and Kylie Minogue. Great song. Oh, so emotive. Obviously very dark lyrics, but beautiful song. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, next song is one that I promised my mum that I would do. Mum, you're lucky. I did one for you last week. I'm doing another one for you this week. You deserve it. You know, I love you, Mum. And Dad and all my family and all my friends. Gosh, I love you all so much. I knew that I loved you all anyway, but now that I miss you all so much, you know, it really does heighten those emotions, doesn't it? And I think that kind of leads into this next song, which is really all about love, and a really beautiful song. It's a song by, it was initially by Stevie Nicks, I believe. Gee, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Stevie Nicks wrote this song, and it was covered just in the most beautiful way by Eva Cassidy, who was an amazing, amazing singer, beautiful singer. I'm sure you would have heard of her work. If you haven't, please do yourselves a favour and listen to her amazing angelic voice. Just beautiful. She is no longer alive, but she did some amazing stuff while she was here. So I'm singing this song, and it's called Songbird. I'm sure you all know it. But yeah, this is for my mum. Hope you enjoy it. I've really only just worked on this arrangement today. So yeah, it's pretty rough around the edges, but hopefully it's sincere. So I really hope you enjoy it. Hi, Caroline Bailey. It's nice to see you here. Caroline is my wonderful friend and occupational therapy colleague from Mackay in Queensland, where I used to live. Awesome to see you. I'd also love to do a quick shout out, actually, before I play this piece, to some very special friends of mine down in Hobart. Dear friends of mine, Meg and Justin, and their beautiful kids, Max and Juliet. They're doing a great job of dealing with all of this stuff at the moment, and I know their kids are busy with homeschooling. I just want to do a shout out and say thank you for listening. I think the kids are probably in bed, but I know they're going to watch it tomorrow, so thanks for listening, guys. All right, Songbird. keep singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. Thanks, guys. That was Songbird by Stevie Nicks, as covered by Eva Cassidy. I seem to be doing lots of covers tonight. Oh, I love that song. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd also like to dedicate that song, actually. It was requested not first by my mum, but by a very, very special person to me, Bridget Powell, maiden name Bridget Riley, who Bridget's family, her parents Ed and Ellen, and their kids Caitlin and Sean and Kevin, Bridget, they used to live in Tassie when I was young, and I was really the youngest of the two families. And I remember, we used to just spend every Sunday together. I think it was one of those families. They were kind of like adopted aunts and uncles to me and cousins, and we were so close, and we've always been like family, even though we've lived in separate states for a long time. But I know Bridget requested that song quite a while ago for her mum and dad, Ed and Ellen, Auntie Ellen and Uncle Ed. That was for you. Love you guys. Hope you're going really well. They live up in Queensland now. Anyway, I dedicate that to them, as well as to everyone, and particularly my wonderful husband, who is, we're here together in this house with our kids, and what better time to appreciate what we have. Thank you to everyone that I love. Okay, I'm just keeping an eye on the time. Okay, I think we've got time for two more, because the last one that I'm doing is going to be long-ish. So I can't have one of these house concerts without sharing an original song with you. So tonight I'm going to do one that I came up with a little while ago called Clearing Storm. I think it was my husband named this one for me. I remember putting it out onto my Facebook page to ask for ideas on naming songs. I kind of struggle with naming songs. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I'm just going to play you the song. I hope you enjoy it. I just want to say quickly before I get into this, I hope you notice that I've made some effort to decorate my space tonight. So we do not only have the lovely fairy lights, I've also got a plant. I was inspired to put my peace lily here tonight. I watched a hilarious movie that I'd never seen before on the weekend called Hot Fuzz. I'm sure lots of you would have seen that, but I'd never seen it. I'm very boring. I hardly ever watch any television, and all of a sudden we've got all this time, and so we've been catching up on all the various items of pop culture on the telly. And we've given in and got Netflix. So we watched Hot Fuzz, and the peace lily is an important factor in that movie. So I felt that it would be nice to have my peace lily here tonight. So a bit of greenery. Got my bottle of Belly Bond down there and my fairy lights. So just making sure that you noticed that I've gone to some effort. That was an original song written by me called Clearing Storm. I need to write some new original stuff, because if I'm going to share a new original or an original song with you every week, I'm going to need more material. So that's a good project for me. I'm actually involved in a club at the moment. It's called I Heart Songwriting, and it's a little club I'm in with a friend of mine, Ian Chia. And it's great because we have like a topic or a theme every week that we have to write a song about. So it's sort of like a really specific brief, and it involves writing lyrics, although not necessarily. It can be instrumental, but it's heaps of fun. So hopefully I'll be sharing some of those with you as they happen. But anyway, I'm going to play one last song now. The time, yet again, for me has gone really fast. It's such a nice way for me to spend an hour here with you. Thank you so much for listening. This last song is another song by the wonderful Deborah Henson Conant that I was speaking with you about before. So American composer, harpist extraordinaire, just all round really interesting, fantastic person, amazing performer. She did an online tutorial, online course for this song, teaching people how to play it all around the world, which is really cool. It's an interesting song you'll hear when I play it. It's pretty flamboyant and crazy and fabulous. And it's a bit of a marathon as well. But when she plays it, in this tutorial, she kind of describes what it's about. And she's just hilarious. I'm not going to try and copy what she does. But basically, she talks about the scene being set by imagining that it's Marie Antoinette on the harp. And Marie Antoinette liked to play the harp in her time. And she's got the big wig, and it's all very, very French and so on. And then these people come in to the court of Marie Antoinette, and they interrupt, and it's like this, crazy flamenco band. It's sort of like a clash of cultures and times, and that's what this piece is. It's sort of these two themes juxtaposed. But when she did the tutorial, it was just hilarious because she had this massive, big Marie Antoinette pink wig on her head. But as you'll hear in the music, it flicks between. So she'd have the wig on, and then she'd take it off, and then she'd put it back on again, all while she's playing. So just imagine that as I'm playing it. Anyway, it's heaps of fun. I'm just going to have fun playing it. It may not be perfect, but I don't care. I don't think you do either. I hope you've enjoyed tonight. Please join me. I'll be continuing to do this every week for a while. I'll probably take a week off at some point. I may be doing a couple of live streams next week because I think I've got another one for the Royal Oak Hotel next week as well in Launceston, which is exciting. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Just to let you know also that I'm going to be doing, or have started doing, meditation chill out live streams on a Sunday afternoon. I'm going to do them at 5 o'clock on a Sunday, just for about half an hour, really chilled, no songs. It's just improv, really relaxed, chilled music, just for a little bit of downtime. So feel free to join me for that. Otherwise, thank you. Hope you're all keeping well and that everything's going okay. I'm kind of getting into a little bit of a groove. Don't know about you guys. But anyway, we adapt, don't we? Okay, here we go. Baroque flamenco. I hope you enjoy this. I certainly will. Thanks for joining me. Just one more very essential shout out. I've just noticed that Angela Harvey and Sarah Page have joined. These guys are heroes. They work at my local IGA, and they are just legends. They are doing the best job, and everyone up there and everyone at all the supermarkets. Just a shout out and a big thank you for your work, your patience and kindness. You guys are a bunch of legends, as well as everybody else doing essential jobs at the moment, and everyone at home. I think we're all doing a pretty good job. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. That was the Baroque Flamenco by Deborah Henson Conant. Look her up. You will not regret it. She is awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. I will have a look now when I finish. I'll have a look at your comments. Thank you so much for listening and being here with me tonight. It means the world to me, honestly. It's giving direction and purpose to my life, as well as just time with my family and keeping everything going with them. Thank you so much. Be well. And I will see you next week, same time, same place, and also on Sunday at 5 if you're keen for a chill out. All right. See you later.